So you already know what it is. It's your boy King Swift. We got Bars on Deck, episode 39. I got co-host with me, Big Joe in the building. What's going on, brother? Everything good?
Good.
You good today? We're going to talk about some serious topics. We're going to talk about Diddy. We're going to talk about Cardi, overall hip-hop. We're going to talk about everything.
We're going to turn this podcast into a news report.
We're gonna do it big like that. That's a fact.
It's going to be a little inset of like videos
right.
that we saw.
Right.
Riots, all that.
For sure.
We're going to tell you the weather too. That's how it's going to go.
For sure. That's a fact. So, yo, how you been, bro?
Same old shit, man.
Just hanging in there and shit, taking care of family and all that?
Sitting back, looking at everything, man.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
Trying to get my shit, where it need to be.
So, I'm a start off easy, right? So, you know why I, basically have you here, right?
Yeah.
All this time, I didn't know you had bars. How? So, now we're not going to get into the bars yet. We're gonna talk about that later, ladies and gentlemen, because this man can rap. And he can rap. But you know me, I don't mess with dudes that really can't do it. This man can do it. Now, How did you get into hip hop? What was the influences? Let's start with the easy early questions.
Let me see. So, I wrote my very first rap when I was 5.
Okay.
Now you're 5 years old. You stay in the house. You
ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you're right.
So you don't know shit.
Right, for sure.
Then a few years later, I tried to rap again. Of course, it was nonsense, but I was getting a little better. I was on beat. I knew exactly how to rap. The most important thing about me was to stay on rhythm. Because to stay on rhythm, and then growing up, when I grew up, because remember I was 5, and I was one of the Video Music Box fans. Like I used to watch Video Music Box, Channel 30.
Heavy.
Yeah, heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. My sister had me locked in.
In the afternoon on the weekdays.
Yup.
And then
on 12, Friday.
On 12 on Saturday.
Saturday, yup.
So I was always watching it. They had when everybody was throwing doing this shit.
Naughty by nature shit.
Kicking the riggedy rhymes and all that shit. And they had
riggedy rhymes.
You know what I mean? They had the baseball bats and the dreads and the Tims, like the legit Tims, that the shit that you hear about on Facebook where everybody got away. Like they had this shit unlaced in the sewers, swinging baseball bats.
It was real back then.
It was, in the day. So, and even then, it was like as rugged as they seemed, they were saying like, stuff that made sense mostly to them than anybody else. But you listened to it because you knew it was like...
It was a headbanger.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I grew up with that as a foundation. And so when I hit about 11, 12, I started rapping a little bit more. And I got in close with some friends of mine who was like rapping, who was trying to make it. This was like before I knew exactly what it took to make it. And we was trying to make up our own little group.
Click and shit. Okay.
And we had like songs. We had tons of songs. And we was trying to make mixtapes. And then we try to do like, let's see what would happen if everybody knows we rap. Let's try to split up and do it. So, but in reality, we was, still just a local thing. I was still doing my own, rapping thing here and there. I would go to different boroughs, different places. Sometimes I run into somebody else who could rap, and then we'd be in the studio together. There's plenty of tracks I've had somewhere where I've rapped with somebody, and I probably forgot their name by now. And
that's fine.
And I've never heard them after that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to, I don't know if you've ever been to the Bronx.
Of course, I lived in the Bronx.
Right, of course.
Yeah, before, but like, it's a long story. We'll get to that.
But I only say the Bronx because even though I know you've been there, it's the fact that they were local. I'm not sure if you've known them because the Bronx is as small as the Bronx is. It's big.
It's huge. It's bigger than Manhattan.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's like the local groups were, first off, everybody in the Bronx was nice.
It's a lot of nice guys.
There's a lot of, it's almost, and I'm speaking like all the way to like the 2004s and beyond, and even back before then, because when I went to rap with, I don't know if you ever heard of the Basics.
Nah,
there was a group called the Basics, and when I heard them, I don't know if I was intoxicated or whatever, but they said a lot of dope shit, and I was just like, man, this might be the type of crew. And then after that day, I never spoke to them ever again.
Were they young like
cool.
you?
Yeah, they were around my age.
That's cool that you got influenced by them instead of like older rappers. You know what I'm saying?
And here we go. And now here we go. See, I used to rap with anybody.
Okay.
Like people used to hear me spit.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yo, spit something. And I'll spit. And then they'll go, all right, cool. And then they spit their shit. And I'll be like, oh, okay. See, I kind of want to go to like a grown man feel.
Yeah.
But like for my age range.
Okay.
So I wanted to go with that. At the same time, it was kind of hard to make sense when it was like, you know, when people would not let you, you know, chill with them or hang out with them. And so it was kind of like, you know, you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
So when you say certain stuff, it's like, it makes sense to you, but it don't make sense to everybody else.
Right.
And that's where I came from. I came from like, you know, bum stickity. I came from
that's
that.
my era too. Dodge Effects was rapping like that.
Dudes was just riggedy and spitting that shit. Where
it was
like,
more poetry. Like you was just.
It was more poetry.
Yeah.
You had to explain it after you finished rapping.
Yeah, you had to tell them like what you meant. Yeah.
And trying to inspire everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Me personally, I'm not too big on like trying to inspire people. I don't like to inspire when I rap. I don't want to sit there and say you can believe in your dreams.
But that's the thing. Inspiration comes to those who least seek it.
That's true.
I could hear you and go, shit, this motherfucker's inspiring me to get back in the
right. Right.
But that wasn't your primary intentions whatsoever.
No,
you know
see, when I write raps, I enjoy spitting it after. That's why I said it. I said it to entertain. But it felt like I was there more for entertaining than inspiring. And then when people don't like it, it feels like you're entertaining yourself.
Type shit.
So when it comes down to it, it's like you know, eventually you fall off. You don't go as hard as you want to go. You don't get the push from, you know, other people as much as you want to, especially
that's true too.
If you're in a specific environment,
you
might not get the same kind of fandom or the same kind of stardom as anybody else that would be behind you. Like you go to any other hood. My hood was, I don't know if it was just my hood, but I go to any other hood and they support the dude they know that knows how to rap. You know how to rap. You got like,
back in the day, they would protect you, bro.
Exactly. You
was the block like hero. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Nowadays, that's not. It's not like really the same. Like certain kids, some days in this era, but back in the day, bro, the drug dealers protected you. The working class dudes protected you. They made sure you was good. You know, nobody fucked with you. Whether you was the basketball star, the rapper, the dancer, whatever you did, if we fucked with you, we took care of you.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that. Yeah. Support came in that manner back then. So that's a dope. And
that's how I feel. I feel like it should have been that with but in my neighborhood, for some reason, it was like eventually, after a while, it was like, well, we kind of don't want to deal with that anymore. You know, because we've had so many up and coming artists. We've had, I don't know if you ever, well, you probably not because it's Brooklyn, but there's plenty. I've lived in
Brooklyn too.
Oh, you lived in
yeah.
In Crown Heights, there's it was me. It was plenty of guys that could rap. There's like I could mention a few names. You know, Tone Flow, Skanks the Rap Martyr. There's a few others. There was a dude named Venom at one point.
I heard of Venom.
You heard of Venom?
Yeah, I heard of Venom.
There was a few dudes that was like out there and pushing themselves out there, and I think they shut off a whole block for him to have have concerts and those other two I mentioned. They've had videos. I had a few videos, but the difference between them and me is that they had the support. I just had a few people around. Even when I said, I went on the internet, I posted, hey, I'm out here, I'm doing a shoot. You want to come out? You can come out. But because of the way I look, because of the way what I was saying, I just didn't have.
You didn't have the persona.
I didn't have the people behind me the way as much as I wanted them to be behind me. So after a while, I was just like, all right, cool. So I started when I was rapping about 5. Then I picked up at about 12.
Okay.
So and yeah, up until then I was just writing on and off. And then one day, maybe when I moved back to where I was when I first started, I was somebody from my old junior high school.
Okay.
He came to me, he was like, yo, you still rap? Let's do a mixtape together. So I said, all right, cool. I did the production.
Okay.
I did the mixtape cover.
Okay.
Because at the time I was in school for graphic design.
Right. We spoke on that too.
Right.
Yeah. We do the same thing. That's crazy how we here right now. It's crazy.
So when because right then at that time I was in I forgot what the name of the actual class was called.
DMA. Well,
DMA.
DMA is the major.
Yeah. So I think I was in like DMA 1 or 2.
So that would be early Photoshop,
right?
Shit like that. You're not doing the hard shit yet.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I was looking for I already knew how to use this one app. I went on. I made the cover. I did a few of the songs. I had a hookup for a couple of producers. And I brought in a couple of guys who did reggae on the side. One guy was like an X-ray tech, and the other guy I forgot what he did. But I brought in a few people that knew what they was doing and knew how to whatever. And so I coached them here and there, but they got their shit right. They already had their shit right, and so I put most of the tracks on there.
Okay.
And then the dude that came to me with it, his name is Oris. Shout out to Oris. Shouts
out to Oris. You heard?
He came up to me and he was like, what's going on? And when I put out everything else, I said, you know what, you go ahead and have it. You can have it because me personally, I didn't really like the mixtape in general, but I still got credit for it.
Okay.
Nothing really came of it, but it was nice to know that I made a mixtape.
Right.
I produced this mixtape. I made a mixtape, and this was a piece of my work that I made.
Type shit.
So then there was a sequel.
Okay.
And this is his shit. It was called Equal.
Okay.
EQWAL. I made it up, equipped with amazing lyricists.
That's fine. I like shit like that.
Right? So
we don't do shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I made that up, and he kept it going. Equal to Real Structure. He called it that. So he wanted me to be on the track. Okay. Just one track. I said, all right, cool. I get 116, and that was that. And then I get a review. He posts a review about it from a different site because I guess he went around. He made his moves. He did a showcase by himself.
Okay.
And he made his little moves, and then he posted a review of the mixtape from somewhere else. And the review said the best track on there was Lyrical Gods, which is the track I was on.
Oh shit!
They said the best part was the second verse, which was mine. And I said, all right, cool. I love it. I'm not even mad about it. I think I liked it. I'm not sure if I did, but if I didn't, I appreciate him posting that. So shout out to
respect.
Right. But so since then, let me see. The last thing I did was a mixtape, maybe in 2017.
A full mixtape, or you was?
Well, it was just me.
Okay.
And even then, it wasn't even my best work. I feel like it wasn't my best work, but it was good enough to listen.
What was the inspiration behind it for you to go hard or a certain level? Was it there for that project?
For that project, it was more like it felt like I was doing a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Considering it was August
type shit,
2017. I was already working, so I was doing that, and I was
paying for your dreams and shit.
I did the cover. I did the beats. I did the mix. I had like 1 or 2 beats that was one was from an old friend of mine, and then
so you made the beats too.
I made the beats too.
Wrote the lyrics.
I made the beats. Wrote the lyrics. Of course, I wrote the lyrics.
So all you had to do was basically go to the studio.
Yeah, I tried to make. I even did like a little short movie because I had like a whole 5. It was like 5 tracks on the same mixtape. Where it was basically. I turned that into a movie
type shit,
and I paid for that with my tax money. Yeah, so I
you
paid for that. I used that, and I did all that.
Yeah,
I put it together, and nothing came of it. You know what I'm saying? But I still have it. I still listen to it. It's like it felt like it was entertaining me.
I was about to say it's always an accomplishment to the artist to fulfill what they want to fulfill.
That's what I'm saying.
If you get the support from it, great.
That's what I'm saying.
But it got to be a deeper intention. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
to be honest, I didn't see me making money from it. But I was like, you know what? If somebody sees this and it's like, man, this is good. I like this.
Yeah,
I would be satisfied with just that.
That's fair enough.
I'm cool with that.
I respect that.
Because truth be told, I heard you speaking to Ruggs about, how the state of hip hop is, what you don't like about hip hop.
Yeah.
I think everybody's perspective on hip hop is different because it's gonna be the successful guys from that you say or I say it's whack.
Yeah.
But some of them was just like, I don't give a fuck about the music. I want the money.
A lot of people are like that today.
What I'm saying? So I put my heart into the money rather than the music. Like how like Jordan would say, Michael Jordan said, I would focus on the work, and the work enforces the brand.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? As opposed to the brand, the brand reflects the work.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like they don't give a fuck about the music as more than they give a fuck about the money.
About the
like
money,
you
right.
know what a good hit is, but you don't really give a fuck about the. You can say some bullshit if it's catchy enough.
Yeah.
If it gets your head bumping, that's all that really matters. It's
but,
like I need the money. This generates money. I want that money.
So let me ask you this. Speaking how you speaking, my brain is computing, right? What would you rather then? Would you rather get the label, go sign with a major, or would you want to create your own path? Or how about not full on independent, but sign with an independent label? So you got three. You got label, independent yourself, or independent label. Which one would you pick?
Depends on really the contract.
The deals,
that's
basically.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on what it says in the contract.
Okay.
Because a lot of these guys will get a contract, and the contract says we'll give you X amount of money, and you only see the numbers.
Yeah.
But you don't see exactly how much, and you have to pay back because this isn't really they're just giving you money just because you're a really good rapper.
True.
Or you're a really good artist.
True.
They're giving you the money because they want you to do something with it. Like, you got to set up your own shit. You already got a manager. You already got someone. You got an agent. You got somebody that's setting your shit up. So you need someone to help you, pay these execs back because that's what they're doing. They're putting you in these deals where you have to give them stuff and they have to sell them amount of money in order for you to be successful. Because it's not successful if you get the money as soon as you didn't win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is this. if I'm going to sign with a major, right, and the deal is right, I'm going to flip the deal because most of the time they're giving you 360s.
Right.
Those are terrible deals. Mm-hmm. They financially good,
right,
but back end they're not good. And then the what they make you do, you don't even own your voice anymore. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to get into it, right? But what I would do is I would tell them, give me a distribution deal where you just tackle the money that I make from Spotify, your streaming service, whether it be Rock Nation, which they have their own streaming service. So you'll take the distribution money from that. Give me that 85% you're just talking about, right? Even though I don't know why I'm giving you 15% to press upload. Give me the 85%, make my shit cook, and just take the distribution. So you're not taking any money from me, you're making money off of me. But I'm making the bulk of my money. So if I'm going with a label, that's the deal for me. So it has to be partnership after that. Everything after that has to be partnership. 360s institute that it's basically, okay, Joe wants to model. They broker the deal. I don't want that. I want to say, look, I'm bringing in the modeling agency, you and me, and we're all going to partnership together. So we're splitting it 33 in the third, 33 in the third, 33 in the third.
I think people don't I think that's a whole thing. It makes it more difficult to keep track of.
Right.
The percentages. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because they don't know the business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You need an accountant for all that. And it's like, I feel like people don't pay attention to that. And that's what gets some of these dudes, man.
Yeah.
They don't understand exactly who you need for what.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need a lawyer for the words. You need an accountant for the money.
You also need to have the comprehension level to understand what they're telling you. Because they can rape you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can get you in a bad spot too. So you actually, being that I do print work, right? We do a lot of litigation. We don't do as much litigation as we do regular, but the litigation shit is big. And I'm learning the terminology, how to, communicate with lawyers. even though we're dealing with the paralegal team, but it's like knowing that shit, knowing how to look at contracts. It helped.
Yeah.
It helped in a beneficial way. We gotta be pertinent and cognizant of that when we getting into business. That's the main thing. That's why I say for a major deal, give me the distro. Just distro me. That means that Japan, they bumping me. Switzerland, Sweden, over there, Australia. You everywhere. Rock Nation, whoever's everywhere. That's what I want. If I'm going independent, then I'm doing all of that myself. And I'm following guys. You heard of La Russell, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow him like that.
I don't.
Start to. He'll give you the entire
Russell Simmons?
No, La Russell from
Russell.
the West Coast. He a rapper, he a young cat. Okay. Not only does he rap his ass off, everything he does is independent, right? He teaches you about the DSPs through the fucking Spotify, right? You know what I'm saying? He teaches you how to like set up your shit to where you can get a certain amount of listeners. He puts you on the apps where you can book your own shows. So I can manage you. Mm-hmm. Sure. I can do all of that with you. I'll even take 5% in the beginning. Right. So you don't kill it. Burn it down, whatever. And then boom, once you start building up your own shit, because I know spots where I can get you shows, but they're not gonna pay. But you're gonna get internet exposure. Right. So that translates to money down the road. So we'll take that. Yeah. But if you're gonna go independent, that's for me, that's the route as well. Like you gotta have the game plan and the formula down pat. You can't just wing it, because that's what a lot of artists do. Yeah. They're good artists. They record, they know what they're doing, and then they don't know what to do to push. Oh, nobody's supporting me. Oh, well, support comes better from outside of your neighborhood. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
To be honest with you, the rap game now, it's clearly it's a young man's sport. I feel like if I go back,
not this year though.
No, because you know what it is? Because they want the young cats, they want the old cats to come back, because there's a whole era of trill.
Yes,
it's everybody doing this shit in the camera
and drill rap and all that shit. Yeah,
where it's that fast tempo.
Yeah,
all that shit. Nobody likes that shit. But when they talk about hip hop's dead and all that shit, the whole time it was working. It's just
it was
you weren't in a good state.
Right.
They make it seem like this is the end of hip hop because they fucked it up for us.
No, not really.
That wasn't the case. It was like what happened was throughout the years, this X happened, and so because of this happened. Like you left a good example in the 80s, and so now based on that, now I'm gonna take it and fling it around in the 90s. Now my shit is fire because I took this as a foundation, and now my shit. Now we got a different level of nice. Now it's like a whole new level of nice. Because I'm better, I'm faster. This is awesome.
When it comes to drill, it requires a certain rapper. I've been saying this forever. So as I was saying, right, when it comes to like drill, right, the reason why drill is not working, it's easily influenced to the kids. It's an easy level of rap. You're talking about killing somebody, these kids with these imaginary fucking ops that they don't fucking have. The drug stories, they be in somebody's house that's the actual drug dealer. They're not selling nothing. They just been around it. So it's an easy level of hip hop. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear if you could take that style of rap, which deflects from lyricism, and then make it lyrical. Right. I want to hear that when I hear drill. And there's only 2 artists in America. You watch Power?
Yeah.
Force?
I mess with it.
Episode 3, the end of it. Did you hear the kid that was spazzing?
I think I might have heard it.
I'll play it when we finish. This nigga was going crazy. Yeah. Son.
I think I might have heard it. Because anytime I hear the end of a Power,
it catches me, yo.
Because usually what it is it's never the best song I've ever heard. It's not exactly the best song. It's not like amazing.
A lot of times it's not.
It's just like a ending song for a street related crime drama.
What you're saying is it doesn't grab you.
No, it's not. Right. It's not amazing. I'll tell you this much. I will say, the theme songs for the original Power,
fire,
and
Big Rich Town is fire.
Yeah, and Kanan.
Kanan is good. It grew on me.
Yeah, Kanan was dope.
Yeah,
but the one for Force, they had to switch it up.
Did you hear the entire song?
For Force?
Yeah, the shit with Jeremiah is garbage.
It is?
The whole song is whack.
Are you talking about the one with Raising Kanan?
No, with for Force.
Okay. I didn't
that
like
intro,
I didn't like it either
that's
way.
why they chopped it the way they did for the intro.
I didn't like it either way. You know why? Because it was like the first time I heard it,
Mm-hmm.
they had to change it up from 50 rapping the verse to him harmonizing it on auto-tune.
Mm.
And that's how I knew it was like, yeah, they know this shit's garbage too.
Yeah, it's
Because I was
bad.
sitting there like, this doesn't really hit me the way like
No,
Book 3 hits me.
no, right.
Because Book 3 was dope. Book
Yeah.
3. But the problem with Raising Kanan, they only show you 50's part. If you hear the other dude rapping, you're like, he fucked the whole song up.
For
Raising
Kanan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the song up. Yeah, I heard the
He
song.
fucked the whole song up.
50 songs is basic though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you like.
Yeah, it's a theme song. It's
Yeah.
But when he rapped it, he stayed on beat, and he didn't fuck it up in any way. That's the thing about 50 Cent. You can say what you want about his lyricism or whatever, but
It's not top tier.
But he's never like he's all over the place with his lyrics. But
No.
he knows how to ride the beat because he's
He
been in
does.
it for a while. Before Eminem and all that, he's been in it for a minute.
Yeah,
so he knows
yeah.
exactly what to do on beat.
Yeah, for sure.
So when a dude comes on after him and kind of just wants to spit however he spits because he hears the tempo, it kind of just ruins the whole song.
But whose fault is that? Is that me putting you on a song?
It
Or
might be, it's your fault. It's your
all
fault for putting me on, knowing that.
knowing I couldn't get it.
Yeah,
Right.
knowing that, like, if you was, all right, so let's say you heard, because you can always tell, when you hear a dude rap on something else or to something else,
Yeah.
and you kind of go, all right, I'll give you a chance.
Okay.
When it's all right, I'll give you a chance to like, okay, that's a 70%. That's what you do on a test.
But
You know what I'm saying?
but that also tells me you better fucking kill it. I'm giving you.
You better kill it, right?
You better not rap like me. You better rap like I'm 50 already.
But at the same time, if you were like nice enough, like that you could be matched up with 50, if you were that nice, who's to say that you would actually be in the intro anyway?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
You would be on the song though.
So you could spit like I could go on there and 50 say, okay, you nice, go ahead, rap your shit. And I just spit it, but I don't even wind up on the episode. And I'm sitting there, my whole family's here. My whole family's waiting to watch.
And they waiting to see, right. Okay,
and
now.
they see this shit.
So
and
you
I'm
don't
not
get
even on
that.
shit.
You don't get that.
You know
But
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
what if 50 make it that you get paid every time?
I
the
get
song
paid
gets
for it.
played?
I'll take it.
You take that, right? Right.
I'll take it, but I'm still like, oh man, I wish I could have been on it. I wish I could have been
I mean,
on that shit.
now you
Because
got to
I did-
download it.
I know I was better than 50 on the track, but it wasn't like that.
I mean, that's what I'm doing too. If I don't rap, right? I don't rap anymore. I rapped my ass off. Good as I could be.
Okay.
Right? If anybody, you could be a regular person. Because somebody on my TikTok was like, yo, you used to rap, right? I'm like, how the fuck you know I used to rap? I have no indication on my page that I used to rap.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you used to rap, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, get on a song with me. What?
You did that same. You know what I'm talking about? The same nigga that came to me about a mixtape and all that.
Same way.
He did the same shit.
I'm like, send me the beat, bro. Send me the beat. You want me to rap? I don't want to rap, but
I don't.
right.
Like, let me see what you want first.
Yeah, let me see what's the vibe, and then if I
Yeah.
like it, then I'll do it. But if anybody big time asks me to come get on the track,
Of course.
I'm killing.
Of course.
I'm killing.
If there's a
them,
battle
bro.
rapper that said that shit, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on that.
I might.
'Cause I know you know somebody.
I might do a cannabis 4, 3, 2, 1 on this nigga, bro. I might come at this nigga on his own songs. I might have
What's
to
good with your shoes? You just make up
Yo, I'm telling you,
shit. Say some
son.
shit.
This nigga put me on a song. Fuck this. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like yo.
I'm gonna be a real greasy nigga.
Yeah,
like,
yo.
I'll let you in the studio, you gonna fuck me over like that?
Put that shit out though. Nigga, like,
yeah, put it out though. See
put
what
it out. The numbers is gonna be crazy.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, but
nah, I would do that, bro. I would go crazy on your song.
I wouldn't do it for anything. I would be like, all right, cool. Let me see.
It depends who. Like, if it's like somebody low level, Uncle Murder, Mano, I'm going crazy on them.
Here's my thing. I don't feel like Uncle Murder or Mano is low level. I feel like they're low level, not low level.
Not low level.
Not low level. I would call them like maybe low, maybe
mid.
On the tier of nice. Because I remember it's hard to really explain because it's like without offending anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not trying to do that at all, people. I just want to be clear. I love these guys.
I'm not trying to offend anybody, but
right,
you know,
right.
So it's Mano he's okay. Like I fuck with him. All right, cool.
Him,
he's
Davies,
not unlistenable. It's
no,
not like
right.
I can't unbearable. I can't listen to him.
Right, no, it's
but
not
he's not
that.
my first choice of to listen to.
Uncle Murder, I can listen to. He's a little bit more lyrical. And he's a better storyteller.
And he do the
year end wrap up shit, right? I think he's done. I think this might be his last shit. I think this is it after this year.
Is he gonna give it back to Mad Skills or is he just
Mad Skills don't even want it.
He don't even want it.
It's been like 12 years, bro.
Cause he was doing that shit for a minute.
He was doing it first.
Uncle Murder showed up and then
he just took that shit, bro.
I mean, it's really whatever. If you could do it better than the other guy, then
it wasn't even that. It was that, like me, I'm the type now, right? I don't like to do this, but sometimes I steal content. But I credit you. If I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna say, yo, shouts out to Mad Skills for influencing. I'm not gonna take it like Murder did and just run with it like he created that shit.
Yeah, that part I kind of didn't agree with.
I didn't like that,
but
I liked what he was doing.
What's worse though? Is it the fact that he said
the fact that Mad Skills didn't do it,
or the fact that Mad Skills was like
Mad Skills not doing nothing about it?
Yeah,
that's what did it.
That's what made it worse. It's
laying
like
down and just being like you dissed him. All right. Nah, you got to be like, this my shit. I'm doing that shit too.
Yeah, you're supposed to do something about it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to lay down like
at least drop something better. That's what I would do. Like,
yeah,
if you decided to blah, blah, I'd be like, oh, word. Oh, that's nice. All right, cool. Now here's my version.
Right.
Sit back and watch.
Right.
This is what I do.
Right. So now we could have compared and contrasted. Y'all could have monetized this whole thing, did a verses and all of this shit. Could have been something big. And it would have been cool because really it was your shit first.
Because really that proves how much closer the comparisons were. Like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The fact
but Mad Skills was a better rapper though.
I feel like that too.
He's up there with Mad Skills is up there with the Sahais and the Joel Ortiz.
Yeah, with that whole raucous.
Yeah.
That raucous.
Where it's bars. Right. Processing bars. Yeah. Like what is he? What the way? Play that shit? You can't. He's doing it live. You can't even say it over.
He comes from that era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the difference between Mano. Like Davey surprised me sometimes. Oh, I hear some shit.
Like I remember listening to Mano back when it was like Smack DVDs was running rap.
Yeah.
And a lot of dudes were rapping the same. That's the one thing I can say. Mano wasn't rapping like everybody else. Mano was rapping. He did his own thing. He was rapping his own way.
Him and Red Cafe was similar. Remember Red Cafe? Well, you from Brooklyn.
I remember Red Cafe. He's the one that battled Biggie.
Yeah.
Oh no.
In the movie, he played the nigga.
He played Biggie in Notorious.
Yeah.
He played Preem.
I forget the nigga name that he rapped against.
He was bald. He was dude named Preem. And I remember that.
Yeah, but that was Red Cafe remind me of Mano a little bit. They both like not similar style because Red Cafe flow is like a little slower.
Yeah.
But it's still that Brooklyn vibe that I get from them. So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I remember Red, but Red, I lived close to Red when I lived in Brooklyn. That nigga lived on Cortell U. I lived on fucking Beverly Road. That's like 3 blocks away from each other. Yeah, Flatbush for real.
I went to Wingate.
Oh shit, really? Oh shit.
Wingate was It was mad West Indians in Wingate.
It's either Wingate or Erasmus, nigga.
They wasn't right next to each other, but they were close.
They were close, yeah.
Close enough. It wasn't, because I remember Erasmus, it was Haitians over there.
Yeah, because that's nothing but Crips and Haitians in that part of Flatbush.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Erasmus, Tilden was another place.
Yep. And then you got the schools that we played ball against. In my school, we played ball against Grady, we played ball against Lincoln, and we played ball against Bishop Glaucon.
Oh, shit. So it was like the high ups.
Yeah, we made it to the Garden a few times. The teams that like I never played, bro.
So he's a real estate agent now, throwing a little mixer at the end of the year.
Okay.
He's doing all right for himself right now.
That's cool, man.
I guess, he did whatever he had to do. And
yeah.
he was
sure.
nice, actually. He was he's beating dudes bigger than him all the time. Never no problem for him. But it's just the rest of his team wasn't where he was. The rest of his team was where he was mentally and physically.
Yeah. It would have been better.
You'd have seen them.
Yeah.
What team was you in?
I went to Manhattan Center for science and math. MCSM, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have probably at least seen them in a tournament at some point.
Well, how old is he? You around my age?
He was a year younger than me.
Oh, then
You'd have never seen him.
Nah, I never would have seen
it.
Because here's how my high school shit went, right? So when I got there, it was like a bunch of nice niggas going to college. They all leaving, boom. But it's still a bunch of nice niggas. And there's a bunch of nice 10th graders and 11th graders. All the seniors is nice. My man, Jared, he was like college bound. This nigga was supposed to go to Providence. He decided to go modeling. He was nice. After them niggas graduated and then the juniors that was nice graduated, team was ass.
Team was ass, right?
Team was ass, bro.
So he was like...
Because now it's a bunch of nerd. Like my school really went full nerd, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what it is? Have you noticed? Because I've been sitting there saying this shit in my head, man. It's like all the kids, there's no more social circles anymore.
Nah, not really.
There's no social
Not really.
It was like the nerds, the jocks, the cheerleaders, the gothic,
the glee club and shit.
The outcasts, the outcasts, the dropouts and all.
The delinquents and
the
shit.
yearbook committee. And, you know what I'm saying? There's none of that no more. It's like everybody's doing the same shit, but they all need guidance from administration and you know what I'm saying, the faculty. They still need guidance from that.
For sure.
And I think it's like they've become more obedient to that system.
Yeah.
Even though it's like they got their own little system where it's like they still talk amongst each other. There's no ruling. There's no power in them.
Because for sure.
Nobody thinks anybody's better than each other. And I admire that. That's the one thing I admire.
Yeah.
And the nerds, some of the nerds know how to ball like crazy.
They do though.
That's hilarious. And I think it started with the influence the NBA has had.
Yeah.
I think it's
with
like
the fashion sense, right? Are you talking about the way
too.
they dress, the appearance?
The appearance and how they were. Like when you find out some of these basketball stars, what they
were
look
actually nerds, right?
Like the Golden State Warriors, the entire Golden State Warriors.
You talking about the championship team?
Yeah.
Steph looked like a nerd.
Yeah, Steph was a Harry Potter. He dressed up like Harry Potter with his current with his wife.
Okay,
back when they were just boyfriend and girlfriend.
So you are the nerd.
Draymond Green was a MySpace dude. He was like one of those MySpace dudes that he took a picture on the webcam type face type. One of those. Clay was another dude. I forgot what he did.
Nerd.
They were all nerds. That big four.
Nerds.
Basically. It was all nerds.
They were just good athletes.
Yeah. And they were good athletes.
Yeah.
And then you got someone like LeBron who fucking dresses up like it on Halloween, running around giving everybody balloons. He's free to do whatever he wants. Yeah. He plays like, he's doing the jazzercise shit. So he's doing all kinds of goofy shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm just here to have fun and whatever.
You think LeBron was a nerd though?
No, all right. So
I think he was one foot in with both. I think he was with the hood niggas and the nerds.
I think he was one of the cool kids because he's around my age.
Yeah, right.
I think you're older than him by like 2 or 3 years. So
he's probably 41.
41.
Yeah, so I'm older.
So he's around my age. I think his birthday's late in the year, I believe. So he was around my age. He's around my age. So the way he is gives me that vibe where it's like he was one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
It seems like he was humble. He knew what he was talking about. He wasn't like, He might have been goofy in high school, but he was goofy around his boys.
Probably.
He was one of those.
He probably, because he when I hear who he like in rap, I'm like, oh nah, he not goofy.
Yeah, that's why he's inspired. That's why he's inspiring to all the other kids. And then, but then you go to how we liked it, like the Kobe's and the Jordans of the yesteryear.
Yeah.
And you see how they were when they were kids. It wasn't like that. You know
True indeed.
It was never like that. Jordan was like, he didn't like hip hop.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He might have been, if you caught them doing some shit like dancing on videotape, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, type shit.
But LeBron was more free with himself. Like, he didn't care. He was goofy and he had you know what I'm saying? He had that kind of swag. It was like he was trying to be funny with everybody. He started with Trainwreck, that movie.
I remember that. He actually did all right in that,
he was
too.
He was funny.
Yeah.
He was funny in that shit.
But he was playing him, though, so that's why probably.
So that kind of set that new standard for social structure where it's like you're supposed to be a certain way now. Like you can't just sit there and you can be arrogant.
Yeah.
But you can't be more arrogant than everyone else. It's like it used to be one asshole to a crew. But now there's just crews of assholes. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, because they're yes men to the main one.
That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody supports everyone.
Yeah.
And I can admire that. I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I feel like their opinions on things is just based on what they've done numbers wise. And
life experiences basically.
Yeah, it's like it's what you've seen. You see the numbers and you go, oh, he must be really great.
Right.
But it's like sometimes you could just be going for the numbers. It's just you're there to stack numbers to make it seem like you're this guy, this amazing guy, you're successful. Granted, you might be good, but you're not as good as, XYZ. Because
sure.
Numbers don't lie. But numbers don't tell a whole story.
That's a fact.
So that's my whole thing about it. So the kids of today will sit there and tell you that based on logic, that because this is that, then this must be that. And it's got to be that.
And it's so damaging because the thought process is limited now. So you know what I mean?
There's so much things. It's like you have this information oasis, basically. Where it's like you have all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a phone. It's like you can just look at your phone and find out everything.
Yeah, right. Even if it's misleading you, you're getting some form of education.
You could break the ice with everything.
Yeah, right.
All we had when we were kids was Encyclopedia Britannica, and it was like it didn't give us enough information.
We didn't even know how to I didn't know how to understand that shit anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
And mind you, my dad, this nigga was teaching me how to read, and I still was lost. Like, I'm reading the Bible and shit, but I couldn't understand the encyclopedia, bro.
I don't, to this day.
Nah, I get it now. Because I read.
I get that.
I done read books. Like, you see, I got books. You see my shit.
Damn, you trying to understand that shit.
Nah, I'm trying to learn, bro. I'm trying to be well informed, son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
For those of you that don't know, he's got a lot of books. A lot of books I'm looking at.
Yeah, a lot.
Books. You stole this shit, didn't you?
Nah, this is the ex-girlfriend leaving her magic.
So you need to dig more smart business. That's how you get old.
Right.
Right. Soon you open up a bookstore.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then it was when we broke up, it was like, let me start looking at some of this shit. Some of the books I read.
Right, what's up?
I'm a big what's that shit called? The Four Agreements. I'm a big Four Agreements guy.
What's that?
It's a book by a guy he's from Olmec or Mayan descent, right? And they created these agreements where you make with yourself. So basically the book just teaches you how to live, how your mind is wired and conditioned in one way and how to rewire it, basically, right? And how not to blame yourself if shit go wrong. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say you got a bad habit, you're trying to shake it. You say, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna stop it. If you relapse, it's okay. Stop again the next day. Give yourself some grace. Love yourself. Understand what's going on with your surroundings, with other people. Blah, blah, blah. I fell in love with the book. It's a series. It's like 4 agreements, 5 agreements. He got the author got a lot of books. I bought mad of his books.
Okay.
So I started with that, right? Before that, I had read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. First book as a that I understood as an adult. And I think everybody who's trying to understand business and finance, read that fucking book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad will give you two perspectives on how fathers raise their sons based off of their income.
Mm.
Right.
I was thinking about that.
Right.
I was saying now that we kind of got that father and son segue. That's what
Okay.
we were mentioning the Diddy thing. Right?
Yes. Okay.
So I just finished watching.
The doc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it 2? I said 2 and 3/4.
Something like that. You said so. A couple of episodes, right? Like almost 3.
It's 4 episodes. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Check it out. It's on Netflix.
Check it out.
Or if you got the whatever setup you got, then just check it out.
It's interesting. I'll give you that much. It's not. I say this.
Share your thoughts. How do you feel about that shit, bro?
I don't think it's the worst story I've ever heard.
So far,
it's reasonably. It makes everything that they've been saying about him make sense.
Do you feel like he was already demonized before this documentary was released?
Here's what I think about it. I think that he's one of the white kids, let's say, right? Now, when I say he's one of the white kids, I would say he grew up in a private school. He hung out with.
He lived in a home and shit.
That's what I say when I mean the white kid.
But he was
a white kid on the inside. He was like a Oreo. No, it wasn't like that.
But he was.
It was more like.
Go ahead.
It was more like he was. He came from money. For the most part.
Yes.
Now,
for sure.
The problem with how he became the way he became was the money itself wasn't exactly legal money. It was his father was a
drug dealer, yes.
Right. And he didn't get the father wasn't around when he got to a certain age. So it wasn't like he could get to coach him on how to
be a man or anything.
And how to become anything. Yeah. And so based on that, it was like he took what he knew about his father and ran with it. The reason why he became the way he was, the reason why he became so successful in the 90s, especially around the time Biggie and Tupac and everybody was, alive and relevant.
Even before that, he was already successful. All
these gang members, all these gangsters, all these people he was doing business with.
Jimmy Henchman, you talking about those
all
guys?
That shit, all those guys, Crips, Bloods, all that. And I'm sitting there going, what better inspiration for you to be comfortable around all these guys than to say, my father was a gangster, so I can move like such.
You think that's what it is? I think he wanted to prove himself.
That's what I'm saying. I think he wanted to do that based on the fact that he was like, you know what? I come from that because my father was like that. And so based on that, I can do that because, I got that same mindset because my father had that same mindset. And I think that's where I came from. And so based on that, I'm going to act in a certain way. Yeah. I'm going to act a certain way to where I can maneuver.
But I'm not really like that though.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the problem.
He don't get there's certain people in this world that will never get that reality check. They will never get that.
He gets it all alone by himself. I promise you.
You think so?
Yes. That's why he has to, and I'm not trying to assassinate, but that's why in my opinion, you got to put hands on women. Because you don't have to, if the only time you've got to put a hand on a woman is if she's about to kill you.
Here's my thing though. What other kind of dude puts their hands on women other than gang members? Like if the only time it's cool to do it, the only time it would be cool to do it is if a bitch was disrespecting you.
Nah. Back in the day, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
I'm not saying now. I'm not saying like it's cool to do it now or whatever. But
if you're a gang member, I'm usually smacking a gangster girl.
Okay.
I don't want to call her a bitch.
Right.
But today, you're not dealing with hardcore. You're dealing with pseudo-masculine girls.
Right.
You're not dealing with girls that are really like, tough.
Right.
They acting tough.
Right. But at the same time, it's not like it's only just gangsters who are rough guys and tough guys. There's pimps. There's dudes who actually run in gangs, but they just happen to do pimping better than they do anything else. They don't bang as much as they do they deal with hoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They might be bad at it, like you said.
So-
they might not be good.
So I think Diddy's been around enough dudes to know, like, okay, this is how I'm gonna handle shit.
Fair enough.
And this is how I deal with shit. So when a girl does disrespect him and does some shit he wasn't supposed to let her see, or he wasn't supposed to, of course he gonna sit there and be like, the fuck is wrong with you?
But here's the thing, man. Every situation that involved a female in that documentary, bro, it was some sucker shit, bro.
Right.
It was some sucker shit. You steal a nigga girl.
Right. That's another thing.
You steal a nigga girl.
That's another shit I don't like. He did that shit to Ryan Leslie. When it was Cassie's girl.
With Cassie.
He did that shit with Ryan Leslie's girl, and he did that shit
Who
with,
knows how many other girls he done did this to,
He did
bro.
that shit with Albie Shure's girl.
Yeah.
Who was
it?
It was Kim.
Kim Porter.
It was Kim.
Yeah.
And it was like,
come on, son.
And that shit, see, this is why I think that documentary should have been a movie. Because that same shit happened in Wolf of Wall Street. The same shit happened in, I forgot what other movie that shit happened. It happened in another movie somewhere else, where he was just running around taking other niggas' bitches. And he was like that. Then he was like, I need to have that, so I gotta have it. And
but
so,
my thing is, the way he came up led to that way of thinking, right? Because you don't have no guidance. You don't have no father. If you did have a father, would you have the type of father that would really teach you about how to check your emotions? You know what I'm saying? Or would you have a nigga telling you from a pimping perspective? You know what I'm saying?
That's my original point. That was my point from saying it. It was like, he's obviously like, he's missing a male influence in his life.
Definitely missing.
And he was trying to like, eventually, the difference between, because I remember there was a point when I guess the owner of Uptown Records was, trying to have that male.
Is that Andre Harrell or somebody?
It was either Andre Harrell or somebody else. It might have been Andre Harrell.
Yeah.
And he was trying to have that influence on Diddy, and they wound up bumping heads anyway.
Well, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? But you can only do that. You can't do that with your father.
That should be the way, though, right? If I'm bringing my son up, it's either take over my company or start your own.
You know what I'm saying?
Diddy got too comfortable with them niggas. Should have always been plotting your exit. Yo, I'm gonna go do something over here.
Yeah.
Now according to the doc, he let him keep Big and Craig Mack, right?
Right.
That was gracious of him. That was.
Yeah.
He could have said, "Fuck out of here. You just manage Mary. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Bye."
And that would have been it.
And that would have been it, because Big and Craig allow him to get Total, probably. Allow him to get Faith. You know what I'm saying? You got a roster now.
Right.
Kim came with Big. So now you got Junior Mafia. You got a roster because of that. Why did you turn into this person is more psychological to me.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like you hung around. It was nothing but gangsters you was hanging around with, because the 90s was
For
nothing,
sure.
but that was all gangster shit.
Right.
You at least, there was no question about your street cred in the 90s. There was no beef about your street cred. Like, you never did none of this. It didn't happen until Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Like, oh, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do that. There was never a question about that. Because what it was, oh, I did this to you, and oh, you ain't do shit, and I shot you, you ain't shoot back.
It's always been about receipts. If I could pull up your paperwork.
Like, I knew there was like rap beef was actual beef. That was what beef was.
That's what I mean.
But the fact that you rapped on track, it was like it took away from it. But it was.
But I'd rather that though than beef. I'd rather we keep a record. Do not take it to the street. It become personal.
Yeah.
And we gonna segue into battle rap in a minute, but that's how battle rap started. It was like, yo, we could say some personal shit in these verses, then we could dap it up. We got it. We got it out of our system.
Right.
We could dap it up. Getting the guys like Math, you already know, didn't know how to control his emotions. You know how that shit turned out.
Getting in his face and all that shit.
I mean, Brooklyn. I like that.
You don't do that.
You don't do right.
You
don't do that at all in New York.
Don't do that.
But we figured in battle rap, it'll be,
Yeah, it'll just be okay. Okay, yeah.
He was the first test. Now, where niggas is damn near kissing each other. That's how close niggas is now.
I done seen a dude throw his whole elbow. I forgot what.
Nah, I seen mad rappers do that.
Now they
bump you, nigga. Like, yeah, what's up, nigga? Little nigga, yeah. And it's
it ain't
part
like
of the
that,
sport.
Yeah.
So it is what it
I
is.
seen Mav do that shit one time. I was like, hold on. I hope we can, when we see this, I could, make sure you can hear me. Because sometimes I like to lean back.
Just bring the mic as close as you can, or bring the table closer.
Good?
You know what I mean? Yeah, you good.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you good.
All right. So Math was that scene, that was like the first dude I seen do it. He did it twice.
Oh, he snuffed a nigga twice?
You didn't see Serious Jones?
Nah, I only saw the little nigga.
You gotta see that. Well, here's my thing. I don't know if they deleted it by now, but that first time they were supposed to go at it, Math came out and he said like 2 bars. He said like a bar and a half.
And then just snuffed
and
the
Serious Jones, Serious Jones will clown you on stage. And he's like,
yeah.
Woo. He said, woo. Because he was trying to play him like, okay, wow, that bar was hot. And Mav snuffed him. It was on Smack. Smack did this. Smack is always, he's in the middle of everything.
Yeah, he's the number one instigator.
He love that shit.
Queens shit, yo.
And he's sitting there playing like, oh, I don't know. This is a fight. This is a fight, whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he was basically, it was on his stage, of course, and that happened.
Yeah, it'd be like
but it only happened with Math. The only time I've seen it happen where it was
I've never seen it with anybody else.
Math
just not saying that. I've been to rap battles where it's happened. And they cut it. Mm-hmm. So don't trust me. It still happens.
But it was a whole
it'll be that, or
it'll
be like 2 niggas snuffing each other, or one nigga got snuffed. Right.
But Math straight up snuff dudes.
No, Math is putting you down
because he's tall. He's a big tall dude. He's not I've actually in person. You know how like 6'2", you see 6'3"? Yeah, around that. He's real tall. I didn't think he was that tall because I see other battle rappers and I go, is he really that tall? And then you see him in person and you're like, oh, he's not that tall. I thought he was a little taller than that. It turns out he's shorter than me. Like I heard DMX was short.
DMX is short. Yeah. DMX about 5'8".
He was 5'8". He wasn't even that tall.
5'9", yeah.
I see like you don't even got battle rappers aside. It could be like Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is like 2 inches. Yeah, he's 2 inches shorter than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not exactly that tall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you see these people in real life, but Math is tall.
Okay.
I only mentioned Sylvester Stallone because we was talking about it. We was watching Tulsa King.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
Yeah. That is a good show.
Yeah. But yeah. So you got a top 5 battle rappers or?
Oh man, you want to do that? Man, So okay, let me tell you a story first before we do that.
Good.
All right, so I was trying to figure out content about a year or 2 ago. Remember I told you about the page that got monetized and then they took it?
Right.
I'm waiting for this train to pass. Matter of fact, fuck it. Let's do
it. Yeah, you might as well give it that feel,
Well, I could cut it out. I've denoised the shit out that motherfucker.
Of course.
So boom, right? So about 2 years ago, I was trying to figure out content. And I was like, yo, what am I gonna do? So I started seeing, we spoke of Will Mills earlier too. Will Mills was doing a lot of top 5s and shit like that. But he was doing like random shit, comedy. I think it's about to cut off, but I'm gonna still keep going. So he's doing comedy or whatever. So I said, oh, my shit is about rap. Let me do rap. So I did top 5 battle rappers of all time. But what I didn't do was my research. I just emotionally did it. Niggas I liked, right? So I did the top 5. I got crucified, assassinated in the comments, bro. Biggest video that I made today. Talking about like 300-400K, right? I said Charlie Clips at number 5.
Okay.
I said
from least to most.
So it was. So the list went like this. It was motherfucking what's this nigga name? All right. DNA, K-Shine, T-Top. What's the fat nigga I just mentioned?
It said T-Top, Charlie Clips.
Charlie Clips, and then Math Hoffa.
And Math. Right?
That was the 5. I think I put...
How long ago was this?
This is about 2 summers ago.
Okay.
Right? So I think I put Charlie Clips at number 1. I put Math Hoffa. Number 5, I put Math Hoffa at number 1. I put T-Top like number 2. I put K-Shine number 3. I put DNA number 4.
Okay.
Niggas killed me. Bro.
I respected it up until you said that. I was like, yeah, I agree with all of them.
Yo, they was like, Math ain't had no career. How you put him at the number 1?
Man.
I did not do research, bro.
I will say though, Math Hoffa, when he does do his best, he does really good. Like when he went up against Hoffa the Don, and when he went up against Shotty P.
Yeah.
And I forgot who else he battled.
Didn't he battle A-Verb too?
He battled A. Well, when he went, I didn't like that one. Because he did that dumb shit with the Spirit of Biggie and he did the shit. Yeah. That was the one I didn't like. But he did a few where he battled T-Rex. The first one, I think that was like his debut URL, his URL debut.
Because remember, he was Fight Club.
He did Fight Club. That's what I was saying. Right. URL debut. So he did his Fight Club first. And then he was supposed to be like the bully.
Shouts out to International P.
Yeah, International P. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Math was like, he was supposed to be the bully and he was doing the bully shit. And I fucked with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but Math is like, I put him he's in my top 5. I like him because when he say shit, what he says is dope. Like his lyricism, you can hear it. His shit is dope.
Yeah.
Because when the punchline drops, you're like, oh, okay, that shit is fire. So Math Hoffa is he's in my top 5. I don't know. I don't have an order of my battle rappers.
Okay.
But I put Big K up there.
So K-Shine is in there.
No.
Big K?
Big K. You never heard Big K? Big K, white dude from Virginia.
Oh yes.
Big K. So Big K, when he was alive, I liked Pat Stay. Pat Stay was another dude.
Wow. Shouts out to Canada.
Yeah, Pat Stay, right?
Yes, sir. Pat Stay is a legend. Rest in peace, baby.
I like Murder Mook.
Okay.
I like Sirius Jones and Loaded Lux.
That's fire.
Right? So that's Charlie Clips is like my 6th man there.
That's an honorary, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because Charlie Clips is dope. He's undeniable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's actually pretty dope.
So so since then, now that you said yours, I revised it. I did homework. I made sure I knew what I was talking about. I actually said, oh shit, I forgot a lot of rappers. So my new top 5.
Okay. From 5 to 1 or any order?
5 to 1.
Okay.
Right? Now, Goods the Animal.
I like him.
The 5th spot.
I like him. I put him like number 7. I put him at like number 7.
He's a good entertainer, but he's not a strong battle rapper.
Yeah. He's kind of laid back and he likes to joke. I put him at number 7 because he's still entertaining regardless.
Right. So I'm gonna put him at the 5, right?
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put Briz Rawstein.
Okay. That's a lot of people like him. So I could say that.
Right. All right. Then I'm gonna put at the 3 spot, we're gonna put let's see. Let me think strongly on this one.
How about Verb? You like Verb?
Verb? I like Verb. But I'm gonna go with this is unfair, what I'm about to say. This is very unfair. This guy's still new.
Who's that?
Jerry West.
Jerry West?
Jerry
I don't think I've heard of Jerry West.
He's from Brooklyn.
All right, so I'll say I've heard of Jerry West, but I never heard him spit. You know who I have, though? If you've listened to, I think, Jay the Nightwing is super fucking dope.
I think so, too.
I just recently heard about Jay the Nightwing, and then I heard some of his battles.
Yeah.
He is nice as shit.
He's good. Yeah.
He's nice. Another, what was another one? That he doesn't get enough mention. I don't know if you heard of Gage.
Yes.
He's dope, too.
Mm-hmm.
What about JC? JC seems pretty across the board nice.
JC,
he's
to
across
me,
the board nice, but he's not.
He's not inconsistent to me.
Inconsistent?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, that too, but I would also say his performance is vanilla.
Okay, that's fair.
His bars are dope. Like
I
every
agree.
punchline he has hits.
I just don't think it's harder than the other guy.
Yeah. It's
The
never
last
as hard as the other guy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all right. Like, I got it. It's cool.
Yeah, right.
But it's not gonna be.
But it's not
gonna
like
hit.
I don't think it's like, oh shit, he killing this nigga. Like,
It don't hit like.
Yeah.
So so I like Gage. Who's another one? Bill Collector.
Bill Collector's dope.
Here's my thing.
On beat battle, I like him better.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I heard him in a freestyle. He's doper than on a. So at first when I first heard him, I said, all right, cool. He's just trying to be goofy.
Yeah.
And he a goofy nigga from Philly, and he gets away with a lot of shit. And when he battled Tech Nine, it was like he's always got a sing-song kind of way about his style.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool. I'll fuck with him if he's battling a certain person. And then they had this big bracket tournament where it was him. He wound up, I think it was in the first round, he went up against Gage. And I'm sitting there going, man, Gage gonna kill this dude. And Gage did his shit. I was like, all right, cool. Let's see what Bill collect. Don't say no goofy shit, Bill. Bill said some of the dopest shit. I can't even remember it. But Bill said some of the dopest poetic shit and stayed and rhymed it and everything. It was almost like, holy shit. He knew he was going to try and blow him out the water. And he successfully did, because it was like, oh shit, where did this nigga come from?
Type shit.
Was the super duper scope shit that he's been saying all these years?
Yeah.
It had me in another dimension. Like, what happened here? I thought you was like this, and now you jumped
right.
Now you straight up lyrical like that. So it was just, it kind of threw me off. So Bill Collector I put up there.
Okay.
Because now I know exactly how good he is. Because you can't jump from this to that. Because obviously this was a gimmick. So you jump from this to this.
Yeah.
You went up here with it.
So you think he like catapulted?
I think he just did this shit for kicks, and he was just there for stock. For
I think niggas rap
issues.
based off the battle league they in.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because when he was in iBattle, and then when he went to Gates, you started seeing the difference in how he was rapping.
When he's in like some hole in the wall.
Yeah, when it's some low level shit,
he could do whatever he want. He want to go across the room and
like
say
that?
shit. Yeah.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My stardom alone is gonna win this battle for me. So I might as well do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about it too. So Bill Collector is nice.
Yeah,
that's another one.
For sure.
You mentioned the other day, you told me about Anderson Burris.
That nigga's coming up, bro.
He is.
That nigga's on his way.
I think if he can't make it in battle rap, because I guarantee you there's always going to be a crowd that's not going to agree with him just because of the way he raps or the fact that he's just white. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's just because you're white, you're going to say shit plain and simple. You're not going to say nothing out of the ordinary.
But
you're not going to say nothing dope.
The scheme is flawless.
Yeah. He knows how to say it. Yeah. He can spit.
It's just,
he's spit.
The Austin Reeves of battle rap right now.
Exactly.
He's nice.
He's that consistent white boy. He's that white boy that you got to be aware of.
You can hate white folks. You like him.
Yes.
Nice.
Take note of Anderson Burris. Anderson Burris is nice.
Yeah, he's nice. But he's not yet. He's in my future top 5. I got him in my future top 5. My future top 5 will be, what's the Jersey kid? New Jersey Twerk. He the new face.
Yeah?
Yeah, he if he keep going with the speed he going at, he definitely gonna be in niggas top 5 for the future.
I feel like, as long as you battle everybody that come across you, that's fine. That's no big deal.
He's not holding back. He battled Charlie Clips, he battled everybody. But let me finish. So I had number 2, right? My number 2 would be what I said. So I said Goods.
You said Goods, Briz,
and then I said Jerry West.
Okay, that's 3.
All right, so that's 3. 2. So 2. I was thinking of being fair and giving one to a new cat, but I said no.
Ooh.
If it would have been a new cat, it would have been somebody like a New Jersey Twerk but I said Jerry West already. He's pretty new, so I gave my new slot up. So I'm gonna say for the number 2 spot, I'm going old school. I don't care what nobody say. Head Ice.
Oh, I love it. You know what?
Head Ice.
Funny you should say that shit. Head Ice is nice like that.
Head Ice is fire.
Head Ice
and he's
is
still
nice
battling
like
too.
He's still battling? What was it? Do you know his last battle or no?
Probably was like 2022, 23, some shit like that.
When the coronavirus shit hit and he was doing that shit where he had to show up on Show Out.
Yeah.
And he was talking to shit, whatever. And he's always saying some dope shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's always saying some dope. I feel like sometimes though, some of these battle rappers like to throw their fights. I feel like they throw their fights a lot. I feel like that because it's like, I know you can spit better than that. I know you could say some doper shit than that.
Yeah.
Because you don't exactly go at niggas when you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you're trying to win. If you would try to win,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's that too.
I don't
it's
like
based on your opponent.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the league and then the opponent.
Yeah.
Right? Cause I got Philly rappers I deal with, my man C Cash. C Cash is one of the best up and coming rappers, battle rappers, and rappers too. He's actually a better rapper than he is a battle rapper. But he's a great battle rapper. But when I see who he battles, I see the difference. Out of talking to all of that, I want to segue, right? Into what I've been covering on my, on the podcast recently. It came to me like last Monday or Sunday. And I did not know this whole time, because we don't get a lot of West Coast. We don't get a lot of West Coast news. Yeah. So I didn't know that Snoop and Daz Dillinger was beefing. Did you hear anything about that?
No.
Nah?
I ain't hear shit about that.
All right, so what's going on with them is, first I saw a video of Snoop basically cursing this nigga out.
On the phone or in person?
Like doing a video. Like he made a video.
So he did okay.
Like, he take to the internet. So this is what let me know it's bullshit. Because even though it could be something serious,
it's always the internet. It's like when you do shit on computer, it's like, okay, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, because why would you go there? If it was that serious, I would just take, like, we cousins. You don't know, they're relatives, right?
Go to the same Thanksgiving dinner. It's
right.
Like,
so
anyway.
Nigga, like, you could just did it like that. So boom, right? So he basically made a video, like, just cursing him out, letting him have it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, this is serious.
Okay.
So boom, right? He does this shit, and then I'm like, damn, this might be bad for not corrupt Daz. Cause he's saying how he broke, how he ain't got no money. So I said, before I do anything on this, now that the algorithm changed, I back out of that video. Instantly, I see Snoop and Daz videos. Boom, right? So I click on it. I'm listening to the shit. So apparently, Snoop did a Dog Pound Gang album, right? So he does this DPG album. Who knew that Daz was a producer on the previous albums and he'd do production? So Snoop didn't call him to do production. So, or be on the album. Like, he didn't invite him to be on the album, right? So I'm thinking, oh, that's nothing. Why y'all beefing over that? Squash it, right? I didn't know that was what it was. I'm thinking that's the start of it. That's midway through. What the real beef is that when Snoop bought Death Row, he wanted these niggas to sign over their catalogs to him.
Because I heard him say that he bought Death Row on Drink Champs. That much I heard.
He bought that. Yeah,
I remember him saying that shit.
He definitely bought that.
He said that shit on Drink Champs.
I think it was like $200 million or some shit like that.
Right.
He bought that shit. And what happened was he don't have to pay none of the artists no money, no royalties from before. So he don't got to pay nothing from before. He just got to pay anything from 2022 on up.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody who did good business on Death Row back in the day is winning right now. Daz happened to be one of those dudes because he did good business.
Okay.
His copyrights got revised back to him, or reverted back to him, I should say.
Right.
So he got that after 35 years, you get your shit back. Now, for people who don't know, owning your publishing is better than owning your catalog. You can own the catalog, but a company can own your publishing, so they make the decisions whether your shit go in a movie or not.
Right.
Right? So Daz actually owns his publishing. So with him owning the publishing, it limits Snoop's ownership of the catalog. So even though he owns Death Row and it's under Death Row,
right,
Snoop don't call no shots.
Okay.
So he literally needs him to sign a legal document saying he's signing it over.
Right.
In order for him to own the publishing. Daz is not stupid. He's not signing it over.
Of course.
This is a big enough of a situation alone to be mad at somebody, to have this problem with Snoop.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Right? Here's my take on it. We have progressed on beef from the beginning. Like,
since Biggie and Tupac.
No, even before.
KRS and MC Shin, right.
Yeah.
Right.
When KRS and what was it? Busy B?
Was it Busy B?
What was the dude? What was the first dude that he had to go, that he went at?
I don't even remember that.
I guess, let's say Kumo D and somebody else.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn this shit around so I can see.
Is doing the thing again?
Nah, I just want to make sure I can see that shit.
Okay.
All right,
so let's say like Kumo D, you ain't never gonna win no MC.
Yeah, okay.
We've gone from like who's the better rapper to like who's a bitch ass nigga and who did this and who don't got no credit in the streets and who don't. We've gone from that to the business aspect of it, and I feel like even the beef in hip hop has evolved. So I can respect that in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supporting beef between anyone.
But you're saying that
I'm saying that
it's been taken to another level.
Is that now we got beef at another level.
Okay.
But it's like I feel like I like the fact that it's so sophisticated.
Right.
You know, it's so intricate and it's got so much, it has a bigger complication than just you not a tougher nigga than me. I like the fact that now it's like, okay, I'm not signing my publishing over to you. Oh, you're not signing your publishing? Well, then fuck you then. You da-da-da-da-da. I admire that part because it stopped being so simple. It went from simple to a bigger kind of adult version of beef. Like, this is legit beef. Like, you're keeping me from making money. And so now this is a problem. This is why I got beef with you.
You think about it, right? You say, oh, well, Snoop bought all of those, bought the label. He would have a lot of catalogs under that umbrella. Right. He only has like 3 or 4.
Yeah. This is reasonable comment. All right. So on one hand, he's struggling. On one hand, on one hand, I agree with Snoop. I think Snoop should have at least asked Daz, like, yo, can I blah, blah, blah.
Well, that was what it was, but it was more like an ask demand.
Okay.
It was like sign it over, like give me that shit.
Let me.
Yeah.
Because, and you talk like that because that's your cousin. That's what I'm saying. It's like you supposed to, I can understand it from both aspects. Even if this was for the sake of clout, even if this whole thing was fake, I can understand this is a very smart story to even come up with because
for sure
the whole thing is reasonable. Yeah. It's completely reasonable for you to say, all right, cool. Listen, I don't want nothing to do with you and whatever it is you're doing. You go ahead and you get everybody else's shit. You're not getting my shit. I want my shit the way I want it. And you got a problem with it. And so now we got beef. My thing is, as much as I think what Snoop did was sensible, to mess with my income, mess with everybody's income. There's a group of people whose income you're messing with. That's a big inconvenience. I've already based my budget for the week, month, year around this publishing, this thing that I'm doing with my shit, where I don't have to do anything. I made my music already. And now because of it, you came in and you took it because it was worth something. Now, if you're giving me something
in return,
if we have an agreement where, you give me something in return,
just let me own my publishing and I'll sign over the rights.
Listen, the only reason they care about owning their publishing is because it generates money.
Yes.
If it didn't generate money,
they would give it.
Cool. Yeah, you'd be like, all right.
Remember when Diddy gave back everybody their publishing?
He said that, right? He said that shit.
This is like a year before, a couple of months, if not, before the trial, the allegations, right? He gave everybody back their publishing. You know why? Shit wasn't worth shit. So even if it does get picked up for a movie, they could give you the lowest amount of money possible. But in this situation, it's worth something.
Like if it's making money, especially in Cali. I mean, Daz is big in Cali.
He is. A lot of period.
West Coast artists are big in the West Coast.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like anywhere else. Like you go to New York artists just for some reason we're just not big in New York. I don't get it.
We're not
big in New York.
We're not.
We don't even have like the same pull. I remember back in the day, like in the 90s, all the New York artists were getting played.
Yeah,
all of them.
Well, it's a lot of
not
bullshit
like that no more
with the radio.
I think it's because you know what it is, because New York has become such a it's radio wise, it's become such a titan in the radio industry.
Yeah.
That it's like now you have to play all the big stuff hip hop wise. So now you bump Drake now. You bump anything.
You think he's the fucking guy.
Yeah, you bump anything from any state or any country if it's good enough.
Yeah.
If it's like Sean Paul. Sean Paul came out with when he did was the Shake That Ting remix. Or whatever. Mm-hmm. And if Fat Man Scoop could jump on that shit with him, they're playing it on Hot 97. Even if he wasn't on Hot 97 with him.
But he was hot to the point where you could play that shit anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. So,
you know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. So if Snoop, I think this is a reasonable conflict. I don't think it's like, oh man, why didn't he do this or why didn't he do that? There's no side. I can't take a side on this because, Snoop made a business move.
He did.
And Daz made his business decision because and that was the smartest decision you could make.
Do you think that Snoop is mad that his cousin understands the business?
I think Snoop is mad that he didn't get what he wanted.
Okay, that's fair.
And not to say that he was being greedy or he was being a baby
about it. It's kind of that though.
But it wasn't to me, it wasn't that. It was like I was making a business move, and in order for me to complete this business move, this guy has to sign this shit over in order for me to get, whatever the fuck. Because that was the reason why I did it. But if I'm sitting there counting on my cousin to give me the shit, and I'm saying, he's my cousin.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's not going to fucking tell me no. Why would he tell me no? He's my cousin. Right. I put him on. We came in together. We was doing this and this and that. And why wouldn't he tell me no? And of course he said no. And of course he felt a way about it. That's why he felt a way about it. Daz, on the other hand, is like, you know what?
Yeah, that's
even
if
we cousins, if you take if you want to take my shit from me, unless you're giving me something, I don't know if he said that. I don't know if he said,
I don't know the structure of the deal.
Maybe he values his music more than he values the money. Maybe he's like, I value my music and my money the same amount. But either way, he was probably like, that was probably the reason he was like, no.
I think
I don't want to deal with that.
From the energy I'm getting is Daz didn't get a fair deal.
Yeah.
So
that might have been it. That might if he would have said like, you give me twice as much, I would fuck with it. Yeah. If you give me like 50% more of what I'm getting, I'll fuck with it. But if you going to sit there and take my shit and just because we cousins, I'm going to be okay with it.
Look, what's wrong with a 70-30 split? Like every time I get a publishing deal for them to put my record wherever, what's wrong with me cutting you off with 30, Snoop? I give you 30% out of the 100 I'm about to get. What's wrong with that?
Here's the thing. That's another thing. I don't know what the deal was with Daz. I don't know what Daz's deal was. I don't know what he was currently. Here's my thing. If Daz was like, I make X amount of money.
Right.
If you give me 50% on top of that, I will gladly hand you over my publishing. Or if you give me a little bit more of the amount, then I'm glad.
Or just give me approval rights.
Yeah.
So like every time I get a offer, I gotta approve it, but you make the money. That's fine.
Yeah. That's fine. if I give you, give me this amount of money, and it's more than what I make, then that's great. We cousins. You know what I'm saying? I need you to take care of me the way I'm taking care of you. That should be off the rip. You should be doing that just
That's because. What I figured family-wise they will be doing that.
Yeah. But
businesses don't care about none of that.
Exactly. So
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think Snoop was focusing more on the business aspect of it. They might have fixed it behind closed doors. It might have not picked up any speed.
Well, we'll see. I'll break the news once I hear it.
Let me know what happens with that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what's next on the agenda? What we
pretty much done unless you got something else you want to talk about. You want to get into this rapping or what you want to do?
I guess I could. You know what? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's the beat?
Spin Live. I just looked it up. Spin Live.
We can put it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.